Have you guys seen that Kelly and Ashley have a new podcast?
Ashley. Hey,
called-
Ashley. Hey,
And the first episode is
Ashley.
called Why I'm Single.
Hey, damn, Calvin, why are you single?
It's not him being single,
Is he
it's
single?
We're talking about their podcast, right?
yeah, it's called
Yeah.
Yes.
The Cookbook.
They also talked about women and security financially.
Oh, damn.
I saw it on the
Best of both
TV a
worlds.
couple of days ago. I'm definitely gonna watch it.
All right, cool. I think it's pretty dope. I was actually surprised at how dope the first episode was. Not saying that they're not dope.
The
I'm jealous
cookbook,
that me
damn.
and never not on.
Invite us,
YouTube.
man.
Why the cookbook?
Why the cookbook?
Because it couldn't be the chop shop. Let's get to work, man.
The mics are blood clot open. Check.
Select accent for the podcast.
Calvin always late.
This is the Mics Are Open, episode 121.
Yes, sir.
My name is G Money.
Andy Young.
Neville.
And Big C.
So that's 121 episodes of this podcast plus 80 of the minisode. That's 201
One.
episodes of content.
That's a
No
lot,
wonder
man.
we are the
That's a
most
lot.
listened to podcast
Big
on
champagne.
Spotify in Kenya.
The price has gone
like
up.
that.
We don't have it.
Big
The
C's
price
for big
went up.
champagne.
So-
Big champagne.
You know, funny enough, after we shared that news, someone sent me that. You know, I think from all the consistency that we have, it's just by default, right? You lose track of how many episodes. They were like, yo, you know, you guys have 120 and 80. And I was like, wow.
210
Someone
is
was
a lot.
actually keeping track. They told that to me. And I was like, you know, just randomly in the DM. And I was like,
So in case
Congratulations.
you're wondering what we're talking about, basically Spotify Africa, I could say Spotify Kenya, but Africa. sounds
Africa.
better.
Put it-
Spotify Africa issued a press statement last week that we didn't even see that says that the mics are open, legally clueless, and the Sandwich
Sandwich
Podcast
Sandwich, yeah.
are the three locally produced or the three biggest locally produced podcasts in the market. We are number one on Spotify, Adele's number two, and Sandwich Podcasts are number three.
That's a
Oh,
big
that's a
W,
big
man.
nice.
That's a big W,
But
Well, do you know what's crazy though? Because as you all know, I'm the guy who does like the data and stuff. I hadn't checked our Spotify numbers for a while because before Spotify came to Africa, our numbers on Spotify were just by the way.
Yeah.
But when I went into like our Spotify thing yesterday, they'd literally tripled, fam.
off the roof.
nice.
Like I'd not realized that Spotify was such a big platform for us. I'd always just thought, yeah, whatever. But it's actually quite a big platform for us.
massive.
Damn, congratulations. I think since like I'm the latest one to sit here in this chair, I think I can say congratulations on behalf of everyone because from episode 1, that consistency, I'm sure when the idea was being floated around when we were doing the show back in the day, we didn't think it was gonna be like this.
So let me tell you something, yeah? So, by the way, for you guys might not know this, right? But the Mics Are Open was originally supposed to be the four of us because we all do a radio show.
Yeah.
But at the time when we were supposed to launch,
Oh, no.
Neville was negotiating his departure from the station. Snake.
I was not
Let me
snaking.
tell you,
Big
let me tell you.
Snakes in
opportunities,
the grass.
greener
Big-
grass.
yeah, I get
could
that,
go to
I
the
get that.
greener
Greener
grass.
Do you know when I knew that that Neville was leaving? When we did the very first walk with G and he didn't show up. I was
Oh,
like, this
damn.
People
motherfucker.
waited for you.
Damn, I was
Damn.
so anxious. I won't even lie. I was just like, damn, how am I going to face G Money? Like, how am I even going to remove how am I even going to utter the words?
But your motherfucker facing me now, though.
I'm sorry, G. I'll carry your bags.
No,
But
but it's also good, man.
congratulations,
So,
yeah.
so shout out to everyone who's doing everything in this
Yes.
space because really and truly, I'm happy to see the space expanding. And I'm happy, Spotify don't usually give data. So I'm happy to see even
Yeah.
them acknowledging Wagwan, you know what I mean?
The numbers are up. Cindy
The numbers are good, man.
yeah, man.
Yeah, and
yes.
And
shout
our
going
price
out
also.
to you for subscribing and for always
Yeah.
listening.
Yes, you're the most
Speaking
important
of
person.
Speaking
of which,
do the thing right now.
now-
how many legs are we going for?
They didn't do it. They
Calvin,
failed.
Calvin, your
Tarakaniti,
people,
bana.
bana.
Fam,
They didn't get
Tarakaniti,
to
you
2K.
didn't do the
we
thing.
didn't like we
Where
asked
did we
for
get
2K.
to?
Calvin, you're always losing.
You see this hoodie?
yours.
I made this hoodie for someone to walk away
Looks so
with
comfortable, G.
this week.
That's the first
But
one
what we
we
had?
wanted.
But
Let
when
me
I
check.
check the numbers,
We're not there
we
yet.
didn't hit there yet.
Oh, my.
So
Calvin.
if you want this hoodie, which I made for you,
You.
but nobody claimed it,
Yes.
2,000 likes. I don't think that's too much. It's even got crew on the back. It's
Oh,
got,
yeah. Oh, it looks
Massive,
nice.
massive.
It's got
Being
crew
part
on
of
the
the
back.
family, bro.
I got this made
Yo, good
for
vibes.
you. So make sure that you like and subscribe.
Yes.
It's as simple as that.
Oh,
Them,
wow.
can they
I'm
actually
just
see
How many
checking.
some?
likes?
Oh, go on, Calvin.
I'm just checking 1K, yeah?
Only like 1K. You
didn't
can't
call
get
your
this.
people,
Do you
brother
know
Calvin.
there's nobody outside the good
didn't
company who
secret the
owns a hoodie?
system, have you?
Yes,
That
see,
whole
yeah,
thing.
which brings me to my point. Can the actual crew get them?
Yes,
To
they're coming.
management,
They're coming.
They're coming.
HR Calvin.
Took the HR.
HR.
Yeah, man. So
The
yeah,
brand.
we need to get all of those.
Yeah, they're
Man,
coming. They're coming.
certified
Actually,
kind of thing.
I was
actually, Kevin's printing them as we speak for
I
everyone.
was good stuff. I was actually about to wear like a Mike's Are Open t-shirt today.
Yeah.
Before recording, then I was like, "Fuck, I have meetings." Shit. Because the price went up. But how you guys doing? How you guys?
I'm good, man. I've had a very. I wouldn't say I've had the best week. Mentally, I'm a bit frayed. Frayed, not scared, not scared, but just a bit unraveled. But I'm okay, and I've come to the podcast for my therapy because men don't go to therapy; they go to podcast.
Okay.
We'll allow it.
Andy, how was your week?
Nothing, bro. My life is boring.
Don't do that. You got
Life
a
is
new
boring.
text. You
No,
sure?
let me
There's
tell
no
you.
new shorty you
Let me
texted
tell
this
you
week.
one of the saddest things. Well, let me say saddest for now of having a routine, and maybe Z can even agree with me, is that when you're caught up in a routine, and you don't have room to move a lot. There's nothing much happening in your life. Your life is basically work. So how's my week been? It's just been normal, bro. It's just work and home and work and home.
I feel like we're doing a lot of work. I feel like there's a lot of work. I feel like I'm doing a lot of work, and I feel like it's almost you're almost resentful because you know everyone's paying COVID rates. So it's like you're doing the same amount of work, but your bank account is like, no,
Not it.
you've seen better days. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's all good though. We're blessed. I mean, a lot of people don't have work, so
Yeah. true
yeah.
that.
About
yeah,
you?
there's that.
I think my takeaway this week has to do with something my mom told me. She was like, be careful what you say about yourself. You know, like words and what you say about yourself really has
power.
Yes, has power. Because she kept on saying of how one of my cousins kept on saying, "Oh, I don't have work. I feel this kind of way, this kind of way." And she was just like, "I'm trying to first get him out of that mindset first, so that he can start thinking positive about himself." And I was like, that was a good takeaway. So I'm speaking more positive things into my life. Like, even though I don't have $1 million, you know, you can still speak it and try and put that energy out there. I don't know what you guys think about that.
100%.
No, that's true.
Everything is created
The
twice.
secret.
First in your mind and then in your life. And if you can't, you have to conceive it first. Like if you don't conceive it, like then you're gonna be stuck. Shout going out to Grouchy, who's on the channel tonight with the lockdown sessions. I don't even know who's on the lockdown sessions. Who's on lockdown sessions? Oh shit!
Yes,
Me and Andy.
I've been waiting for this day.
Oh my god! You know, guys would be like, those motherfuckers won't even let nobody else in. But yeah, Andy and I are on the lockdown.
Yes,
Yeah,
I need to download this episode.
So you guys actually together?
Are
yeah,
you jealous?
That's
No,
dope.
I'm all right.
yeah. But you're on the next week with
We can do something.
But you know
What's his name?
It's with you and Neville, man. It's gonna be called the mashup session.
From the kingdom.
Him and Alvin.
Nah.
Who's Alvin?
The sleeping sessions.
Who's Alvin?
Or Alvin?
Oh, Alvan.
Oh,
he's
damn.
co-host. Oh wow.
It can be a TikTok or something.
All right, guys.
Yes.
In the news this week, the government announcing new rules for gun control. So apparently, everyone who goes to get a gun will now have to go through a mandatory mental test.
Okay.
Now, the question that I want to ask is, they weren't doing this before?
It was
It's
you get a
boring.
gun. You
A
get
guy
a
could
gun.
just, like, what was the criteria before for getting a gun?
Application.
That's it.
Yeah.
I think
Like how
money.
you-
I think
Bruh.
money also.
Go on Twitter. There's a Ngao, National Gun Association of Kenya. There's an email address over there. You send an application, then you go for an interview.
That's
that was
it.
the process. Yeah.
So basically, I could be a crazy.
I'm saying that because
You tried?
You have something?
no.
Are you packing?
No.
You got the 9 on you?
No.
Calvin, what kind of gun would you buy? A 9mm?
No, but anyway, so back
AK-47?
to that story. So that was the way you went through it. So you apply, You go for the interview. They'll check out a couple of things about you. Background test, right?
Right.
So the background test is similar to what like how they used to do it on the Uber. The guys, before you get into an Uber, some guys, if you're going into employment,
Security check.
all of those security checks. But now with everything that's happened over the years, there's a lot of, guys just flipping and what have you, the police, So I guess, it makes sense. But also, that's for the guys who went the legal way, right?
Right.
There's also a lot of people
money
who...
way.
Yes, and just went on, and you get a gun here, there, and boom, you be out here packing heat. Yeah,
Right.
But I remember when there was a crackdown. When there was a crackdown about 2 years or something ago. The government said something. Yeah, about 2 years ago. Man, that place in Kileleshwa was packed because that's where you go to. It's by as you come from Kileleshwa police station up that road.
Right.
That's where the gun guys.
So
usually-
apparently-
To be honest,
You guys want a gun?
damn.
There are some things you don't discuss on the podcast. Right. Right.
Talk about it in another
If you think we have guns coming,
No, next thing you get,
Guns.
like guys don't need to know whether we got guns or not.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
But guns, it's like another kid, man.
As in what?
taking care of
Taking
it.
care of it.
Yeah, you just can't leave it in the car and those kind of things, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, apparently, according to this, it says for one to own a gun in Kenya, he or she must be 21 years old.
Check.
Must provide a certificate of good conduct from the Director of Criminal
have it,
Investigation.
check.
That's if you can get them off of Twitter.
Yes, they've been ignoring
a
a lot.
psychiatric report from a government hospital.
I can get that.
And most importantly,
Okay.
a tax compliance certificate. What the-
Check every box. Check. That was
compliance.
easy.
No, but yo, I'm all for it,
Damn.
man.
Tax
yo,
compliance.
but you can't own a gun and not be paying taxes, bro. Nah.
Come on, guys. Take my
But
gun
let me
off.
tell you, that's how bad the country is doing, bro.
Hey, Wow. tax everything.
Yeah, man. Actually, this whole story about tax is actually deep, right? So this, we've got a budget of 3.7 B. No, trillion. Trillion, right? And KRA was only able to raise 1.7 trillion. Fam, you understand? We need to be able to raise all of that.
Damn, they're too
so
billy.
if they're asking you for tax compliance, please let them do so. Yeah, they
Have
need to
it.
know, man. Because you can't
man.
have all that go up and yeah.
Rolling.
Absolutely crazy,
Damn.
man.
It's crazy. Yeah, man. But the Kenya is in an interest. Yo, recap, by the way. On Monday we spoke about the brothers from Embu who were killed
By the police.
Yeah.
Hard
Good
to be-
development.
Were killed whilst in police custody.
Yes. So 6 police officers in custody for that. The DPP calling for, thorough investigation and all of that. It's going to be interesting to see
Why?
how this
That's
whole
actually,
story.
Young
I'm
man
glad you
in
brought that
Kenya
up.
right now.
Fam, it's like somebody mentioned today, as well, let me see, I saw it on Twitter, saying that they are surprised that a woman was involved within those 6 police officers.
I saw the tweet.
And then somebody said, "Are you crazy? Have you ever been stopped by a female traffic cop?"
Yeah.
And then there were stories of people's experiences with female cops, saying that when you get into trouble and a female cop's there, she's the one who's G'ing up, demanding them to go on a certain way. And I've said it before, and this is not based on anything other than my own experience.
Yes.
Fam, female traffic cops are the absolute worst.
But that's true.
Like like most of the time, if I'm stopped by cops, I'm not really
Sour.
stressed out. But the 2 times that I've actually been stressed out when I've been stopped by cops are by chicks. Like, there was one who literally said to me, "I must find something wrong with your car today," because it's literally she asked me for my license. I said to her, "Which one?" And then she's like, "Oh, you okay? I must find." She walked around, she looked at every tire, insurance. Then she came back, she goes, "Your tint is too dark."
But there must be a reason, just like in journalism, 2 sides of a coin, right? There must be something that got them there.
In that space.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a case of it's like they have to prove to be rougher than the man them?
I think so. Because, bruh, especially in the disciplined forces, women definitely will have a harder time. Think about the conditions they're subjected to
Yeah.
as well, right? We were talking about the cops the other day. I don't think it's something that they woke up and just said, I'm a female cop, I just want to what. But also, there's also some female cops that you meet who are actually very pleasant.
Yeah, shout out to those good cops out there.
like you'll be out there very pleasant, you're at the police station, she's like, hi, umekunywa chai. I'm like, what?
There's good ones out there.
Yeah, there's good ones.
Yeah,
But if you're out on the street, bro, even matatu guys, Uber guys will tell you, bro, you do not want to be busted by a female traffic officer, just like you're saying.
But also, like, even deeper than that, I wonder, like, what goes on in the mentality of someone who's in the police force or someone who's a soldier? What happens in that mentality space where you can be comfortable taking a human life like that? I just don't understand it.
I think for some, I'm just throwing it. This is my own opinion. I feel as if the getting intoxicated with power.
Right.
Like I've caught you in a mess, so I'm allowed to do anything I deem fit for you to get out of this mistake. So I feel as if when they take it to that point, they get drunk with power and they just take it overboard. Like, yes, you found me in a mistake, but if you're not gonna take my ABCD, then let's see how we can go the right way.
I think it goes back to training.
Explain more, please.
When the cops, like from the conversations I've had with cops or people who know cops or former cops and everything, when they go to Kiganjo Training College out in Nyeri, bro, you're put through all of it. The kind of training that we have, the police officers getting over here is the same training that we were left when the British were leaving. We're talking about 63 and all of that. Draconian, same kind of tactics. You've been insulted, you've been done, as in literally, you've heard of the stories. These guys literally pound you all the way. That whole humanness gets out. There's obviously an element of humanness that's there and everything. Now, take that, a bit of power here, there, and then remember, the police are not your friends. They're supposed to enforce the law.
But the question I would ask...
Utumishi
Yes.
kwa
No,
wote.
it's serve and protect.
We don't have to be friends.
Yeah.
No,
Utumishi, yeah,
G.
do the right thing.
Now, let me correct you. Serve and protect, no. For us over here, the police, it's utumishi kwa wote.
What does that mean?
So you're serving, right? There's no protect.
What does it say?
Serving.
Utumishi
But
kwa
don't
wote.
you
But
think
what is
that
that? What's
protecting
the-
is part
what's the
of
literal-
It's
service?
service
What's the
to.
literal,
Service to.
Service
Service
to
to
all.
Service to all.
So-
There's no protect, bro.
But isn't protecting
but-
part of
yeah,
that service,
serving.
bro?
I think that's where it
what do you
gets-
understand by service?
Guys-
What does
No.
service
No,
mean?
I get what you're
Yeah,
saying.
you understand.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah.
police around the world
Yeah,
is
exactly.
serve and protect.
Yes.
You can't tell me the absence of that world removes responsibility.
No. But what I'm trying to say is this, right? It's one of those things that's hammered down. Actually, when you think about the Kenya police emblem, right? Kenya police is an English word. It doesn't say Kenya Polisi, right? The motto, for lack of a better word, is utumishi kwa wote. Utumishi kwa wote could literally be a hotel going with service to all. You understand? That is why G has said serve and protect. Protect is very important. Why I'm saying that makes a lot of sense is this. When you go to high school, your motto is what they try and hammer down to you. Right? When you go work in an organization, they tell you this is our mission, our vision, and all of those things. So think about it. That is why when you come back to people on Twitter, out on the streets, guys demonstrating, Boniface Mwangi telling you guys for years, abolish the fucking police. These are some of the things. We need to rechange all of that.
I think I the conversation that I had, and I'm not saying that Jamaican police are the world's greatest, yeah. In Jamaica, it's a very funny thing. You used to have like badman police. Police were just like badman. They'd be like the guys who go out there and take out the other badman. Them. But at some point, there was a significant investment in the police force. So I mean, I think, and my personal opinion is, the police need to be paid to a level where fucking up is not worth your little 500 shilling, 100 bob is not worth them losing their job, you know. Because let's face it, if I'm being paid 200k, a month, you think I'm gonna risk my job for you giving me 200 bob for a bribe. I remember there's a time I'd gone to Jamaica and I'd hired a car and I'm driving from Montego Bay to Kingston, which is opposite sides of the island, right? 100 and odd kilometers or whatever. But the road's nice. Banging out. I'm home, banging out on the road. Boom, get stopped by a cop. So this is after the investment in the police has taken place. So you know me, I'm there, fresh from Kenya. Officer, man. Oh, go on. Like, yo.
What's happening?
Yeah.
Brother, man's looking at me like as if he's waiting for me because you don't want to be the one to first offer. I'm like, fam, I had a conversation. He said to me, bruh, the money that I get paid a month now, even if you gave me 5K,
Nothing.
it's nothing. Because I'm paid properly now, you get me? You'll never pay enough, but I didn't offer him money, by the way. I was just pissed that I got a speeding ticket. You know what I'm trying to say? But like the process was not threatening.
Yeah.
The process was not, you know.
Intimidating.
And I think we need, and then you got to also look at it, bro. Like it's fam. Like I don't remember the time I got stopped by the speed cops on the bypass. So there was a day I got stopped by the cops.
Okay.
They told me they're giving me a 5,000 on the spot kind of fine thing, and I had to go to court. So me and my stupid self was like, yo, I'm going to court. Fam, I woke up, I must have woke up the next day thinking, well, gee, what the hell are you talking about? So I called my lawyer goes into court, handles everything. I end up paying like 17K or something on top of the 5K that I'd already been charged. Fam, who's got time for that?
Convenience.
Like, who's got time for all of that?
Yeah. But you
So
see,
you see, when you think about it, the corruption is also because the process is a pain in the ass as well.
but you see, this whole curfew conversation, the people who've been benefiting the most are actually the cops. You think they'll wake up and be like, cool, let's let this be. Everybody's saying, okay, let's open up. This is a cash cow for them. Same as the way, Mutambai, the IG woke up and said, you know what? This whole, the roadblocks that used to be there, they were illegal. Guys were out here putting up roadblocks and what do you mean get something, bruh? This is obviously alleged, right?
Allegedly.
But there were targets. This will never be verified by anybody, but police stations, you know how police stations work, right? Like say for instance, in the Kilimani area, if you're coming in from the police station by Kilimani is where the OCPD sits.
Right.
If you're arrested in James Gishuru, that road, there's the one Muthangari. The guy who's in charge of the police station over there has to report to the one in what was. So all of those. So this guy who's OCPD has to wait for that one to give him something. The other one like that. So that division. So you go to another division. The division.
So you have to pay your way through.
Exactly.
Allegedly.
So all of those things super illegal.
That was just an example, by the way. It wasn't like.
But what I'm trying to say,
those guys or anything.
what I'm trying to say is this. So, we want to pay the cops, right? Nice. What about the teachers? What about the doctors? What about the nurses?
Fam, end of the day, like, and I'm it's a good departure.
What about the podcasters?
Yeah, but it's a good. But I'm end of the day, I could never understand. I could never understand, and this is not a Kenyan problem. This is a problem globally.
Yeah,
I can never understand why you don't want to increase the salary of nurses and doctors. That's nuts. Yeah, I can never understand why you don't want to increase the living standard and the salaries of teachers. That's nuts. And it's such a, you know what? It's a byproduct of capitalism. It's a byproduct of capitalism because those guys, you're not valuing those. You're looking at your bottom line and everything you do from governance. It's
governance.
nuts.
I'm glad that you said governance. And so all of these things, quarters for the police, the nurses, the salaries always hitting the road and all of that.
Fam,
you know what's interesting, right?
I don't think the police should have police quarters.
Yes.
I think the police should be paid enough to go sleep in their house when they're off duty.
At least some of them, there's been an introduction in good housing allowance. But what is interesting, I don't know whether you guys noticed this last week, right? Parliament our dear MPs, 300 and something of them, right?
What have they
Plus
done
the
now?
guys over at the Senate, right? You've seen that big structure that's been built next to Parliament, that's been constructed for a while. They have said they need a new gym, spa, sauna, all of that.
Fuck those
That
niggas.
is proper,
Anyway,
proper.
also, I've noticed something. You know what?
Sauna.
Since you've been at a news station, you talk about politics a lot more on the podcast.
Yeah.
Right?
He's
Like,
really
you know,
interactive.
yeah, yeah.
More-
It's-
It's not even like
But you know what I'm realizing is there's so much
Damn.
bullshit out here, right? Because we're talking about the police. Who listen? You know the parliamentarians are a
Are we-
bunch of
wait,
idiots.
Stop. Fuck all of that. Do you think your new radio show is more intelligent than your old one?
I wouldn't say intelligent.
because-
It's
What
just
would you say?
I'd
What would you
I'd
say?
say how I'd put it is this, right?
I have the bottle ready.
How I'd put it is this.
We talked about fighting.
No. How I'd put it is this. I'm more in touch with what more of the mass
Are going through.
are going through.
Right.
So, bro, like that shit is crazy.
Yeah?
These guys want spas and saunas and everything. And you know what the reason was what? They said that
They're trying to keep healthy.
no, bro, health is not even option number one. They said that a lot more of these spas that they go to that are out in public, they've been exposed to way too many people, and a lot of these people are busy like trying to record this and
Yeah,
that,
the guys who
so
are
they want
paying
their
you.
privacy.
Yeah, that's
Wow.
what you're doing to the guys.
You
who
know
are
what?
paying your salary.
Anyway, I
no idea.
Yeah.
I strongly believe that people get the government
Yep.
and the politicians and the media that they deserve.
Yep.
So take from that what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
All right. So a couple of tweets which surfaced during the course of the week that I want us to discuss. You know, there's an old saying like that. There's that women don't like to see men having fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I've
Also,
heard
they
about
don't
it.
Like,
don't like to
they
see
don't-
men having fun without
without
their
them.
Yeah, without them.
Without
yeah,
them, right?
yeah, yeah.
So, for example, I was watching something the other day where it was a comedy skit, and like the guy was just there watching football in the house, right? Then this girl comes over and says, "What you doing?" And he's like, "I'm watching football." And then she stands there and she's like, why are they fighting?" And then it's like, then he's like, she's like, "Can I watch with you?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure, then." Then she like literally sits down on the sofa. Then she leans over and him and says, "I like when we're watching football together." Like she completely disrupts
Disregard
his viewing thing. So there's that vibe.
Yeah.
But this tweet was very interested, and it's from somebody called Blackbird who said, "Men platonically genuinely love men. They can die for a dear friend, have lots of fun together. I think men just tolerate women for the sake of biological attraction and need to release, but generally would want nothing to do with them."
I can see some truth in that. Man.
Let me read that again. Allah. Let me read that again, yeah? Men platonically genuinely love men. They can die for a dear friend, have lots of fun together, and I think men just tolerate women for the sake of biological attraction and the need to release, but generally would want nothing to do with them.
But yeah, when men are all together, we're all like kids, a bunch of grown-up kids, right? Then when you're with women, you have
You
to
have
be like,
to, yeah.
You have to
yeah,
much
you know.
more.
You have
I
to
was
look
thinking
nice.
about a 5-year plan.
Macho.
With your niggas, you're just like, what?
Do you realize the depth
Yeah.
of
In
this
that.
statement?
But
A
it's
lot.
true though.
There's a lot of
There's
It's
some element
like-
of truth.
basically,
Have you been?
90%
this is just
done.
saying
90%.
this tweet is saying, right, that we only literally tolerate women for the need to release, aka bust a nut,
Oh,
and
no,
biological attraction.
Just because
You've
you're
used your
attracted
hand
to-
enough. Relax, kid.
Like, Beto, this
you will
tweet
get
is
tired of your
this
hand.
tweet is saying we only
Just fuck them.
Jesus Christ, yeah, pretty much. And
let's not try and
sex-
sanitize this.
No, but biological attraction,
Yeah.
fuck them.
Biological,
And
yeah.
the need to release, same thing. And generally would want nothing to do with them. That's not even. It's not even saying we're driven by procreation
Yeah.
or wanting to have kids.
But the female body is
Yeah.
dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that.
Now that you've mentioned that, I think thinking about it, I look forward more to hanging out with my homies, like the man them. as compared.
I don't
Do you
need
know?
to
Do you know? Do you
get
know?
dressed up
So
to
we
be to
just
the
we.
man.
There's less pressure.
Do you know what? We discussed this in one of our other WhatsApp groups. And do you know what someone said? Someone said in that group, and they remain nameless, but I probably slipped the name out because I'm like that. But said they look forward to having kids and playing with their kids. It was Grouchy. Having kids and playing with their kids.
You're not beeping that name.
No, it wasn't really Grouchy, but he's laughing about something, so I thought I'd throw him under the bus. But yeah, they're looking forward to having and playing with their kids. They're not looking forward to married life or cohabitation or whatever you guys want to say it.
But I will say this though. There's a lot of dope women over there, and this is not me trying to save this podcast.
No, that goes without saying.
But and there's actually women who you will actually enjoy because they become like your friend.
Right.
But a lot of people, and my God, hey, a lot of men, married men, like you talk to Austin, and Austin's like, "Yo, how's it been married?" And he's like, "Fuck that shit." You know what I mean? So
He didn't say that.
so what I'm trying to say is,
Imagine.
it actually does get that way.
But I think you need to add that because his girl watches the podcast.
he loves the
He also
relationship,
He also talks about how much in love he is.
Yeah.
Oh,
and all that
Very-
stuff as well.
oh
He wants
man,
to do big
Yeah.
things.
Austin's not single now.
Do you?
Austin's not been single for a long
Oh my
time,
God!
bro. Let's move on.
Sprinkle
Let's
it
move
for
on.
millions of
Let's move
listeners.
on. So
But do you usually look forward more to but
hanging
do you
out.
have more male friends than female
yeah,
friends?
generally, yeah. But what I'm saying,
Boys radio.
but what I'm saying,
Yeah, it actually does
No,
happen.
where?
Come on.
Yeah.
No, but I look at it this way, and this is where I want to take the conversation. What qualities do you look forward to in your female friends? And I'll give you an example. One of my friends sent me a picture of her tits the other day. Cause
Wait.
G's friends always
Wait.
like, oh my God.
G's
Here
friends.
we go again. It's either you're cheating or you're showing.
Yeah. Wait.
Right.
a friend of you- Please, Just say this slowly.
No,
slowly.
let's have this conversation, right?
Yes.
Okay, let's.
Uh-huh.
So
I
Start.
love it.
is it?
The name you're gonna put it out there.
I'm not gonna put, I'm not gonna put a name out there.
I-
But I'm trying to find the picture of the titty.
The titties.
As G is looking for the titties, remember, hit the subscribe button. If you're on audio, let's go to the Good Company KE on
I'm not gonna
YouTube.
put a titty on out there.
Let's
you
go
know-
to
but
YouTube
you do know the
and
left-
make sure you like and subscribe. We need. Whoa!
The left is always bigger.
But
'Cause it's-
but Andy, what?
No, it's what Calvin said.
You can't
The left one
unsee
is
it.
bigger.
But the point I'm trying to make is this, right?
That's normal.
The fact I'm trying to make is that, right? Like, end of the day, what do you look for in your female friends?
See, wait,
So,
no, you
but
can't
but
just show
you're
us a photo
yeah,
of titties
but
and continue with a serious
but
conversation.
yeah, no, G.
What
My
do you
thing
mean
is
they
this.
come on Tuesday?
You,
She
but
receives
that's my
a
friend. No.
She's your
Cool,
friend.
cool. If she drops you a picture of
Hands
her,
like
if she
Jima.
drops you a picture of her vagina, bruh, she's my friend. No,
Friend.
what the
Like,
fuck was
what
she?
type of friends
No,
are out here?
wait. You know,
And you see how he was
G
skipping
has
over it.
achieved
Here's the
premium
thing.
life.
We're not
Y'all
here to
don't get
judge.
it.
What do you
We're
need
not
to
here
do
to
to
judge,
get to
but
this
as a good
status?
radio presenter,
I
what
need
the
to
fuck was the
elevate.
context? Because niggas don't be getting titties for free.
I need to elevate
context
to
is-
this
The
standard.
context was
The
what?
context is
I want to
she-
get a tattoo.
The context-
is my
no.
boob looking all stretched
No,
out?
the context is she pierced her
Any
nipple.
titties in a talker too?
simple.
Yeah,
That's all right.
That's cool.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like,
Damn.
why are you guys making this like it's
That's
not
all
a
right.
big deal? What I'm trying to say is,
It's like, this is my
Why
new
are you
car.
sending
Same
titties?
context.
It's a big deal.
I'm
Normal
saying is
thing.
this, right? What I'm saying is this, right? That judging by the statement,
Did
of
you
what-
zoom in?
It was zoomed already. I
There's
saw the,
nothing to zoom
the
in.
aureola and everything. Yeah. So
Are they
it's-
dark?
Do you want to look?
Nah, I'm alright.
Right. So what I'm saying is like the point I'm making is this, right? What do you look for in your female friends, your friends? Because if this is the case where men prefer to hang out with men and they're only looking for women for smash and attraction, what do you look for in your female friends? Because obviously what this tweet is saying, it's saying without saying, is that women are not attractive in
Hold
any
on.
way straight. That's what it's saying.
Is she banging?
Who?
Calvin,
Calvin, that is away
No,
from
are
the
you back
topic.
to the titty? You can see the titty if you want.
No, because
Or it
But I
lit somewhere.
understand.
It lit somewhere.
it's lit in somewhere.
Okay.
Because we had this conversation a couple of weeks ago, and we said, "What are we? Do we fuck all our female friends?" And G said,
No, you don't.
"Yeah."
Neville seems to like, yeah.
So, there's a point where you get with your friend where you just agree, where it's alright to do it, and then
I
we'll
think
get to
you know
something
what?
else.
End of the day,
friends, we can
it's
be-
like I think that's
Sex is not a big deal.
What do you look for in your female
I think
friend?
that's a. Why are you Jesus?
No,
so
see, no, you
after
made a
all
question
that,
to
you're
us.
throwing the question back to me.
No, I felt like you were wrapping it up, bro.
Recycle
No,
that shit.
I felt like you were wrapping it up
I'm
and
not
guys didn't want to
wrapping
talk
up.
about
No
it.
one, you guys have not
They
even-
want to talk about it,
No
bro.
one has even answered the question. I asked you what do you look for, and how did it get back to me?
Because I thought you were wrapping it
No,
up.
no, no,
bro.
no,
Like,
no. I
let's talk about it.
I was responding to what Neville was
On
saying.
brand.
My
I love
bad.
it.
My bad.
I was responding to Neville because Neville was saying that end of the day, like with your female friends, I look for something might happen,
just sex, yeah.
and you end up friends with benefits. Friends with benefits.
Yeah.
That's what it's called, right?
When I say
you
friends
have
with
a-
benefit, it means occasional. With your friend, you all might be in a drunk moment. It slips in, and then you don't want to do it ever again.
Wait,
I'm just
on this podcast, on this Friday morning, you might be in a drunk morning and it slips in. I think that you guys
with your
blame
friend,
too
that's
much
like, oops.
on alcohol.
Oops.
Either you're capping or you're blaming
not
too much on alcohol.
Okay, alcohol is the general first. Is the
Scapegoat.
yes, this general scapegoat. But of course, we like each other to be friends a bit. Yes, we all
Yeah.
must like each other to be friends.
Of
yes?
course.
Yes.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. To me and my friend, when we oops moment, sex is not that of a big. We can still be friends the next day. So going back to your point of what you look for in a female good friend. I want to go back
basically,
there.
I
What
like
you're
this.
saying,
Yeah.
what you look for in a female friend is the potential
Understanding. I call
oops
it
moment.
understanding. I call it understanding. The oops moment, I call it understanding. You have to be understanding that, we might be.
So then, all right, let me rephrase the question. And we've had this. I feel like we're getting in circles, but basically, you're literally saying that men and women can't be friends, which we said like three week
Men and
episodes
women
ago.
can
yeah,
be
we
friends.
can be friends.
we can-
yeah.
Men and women
We
can be friends.
I get what Neville is saying, and I think I'm with him because no one would want to have anyone around who doesn't acknowledge what they are feeling,
Right.
and who doesn't have the capacity to process the fact that, hey, there's a friendship over here. Yes, I'm feeling some type of way. There could be some chemistry, some tension.
Yeah, but you know what?
But are we close enough, or are we cool enough for something to go down
go there.
and still maintain the
friends,
friendship?
yeah.
I think that's a major.
Wait,
that's
you
a-
wanna tell me
that's a
there's
major
you
thing
don't
in
have a
friendship, bro.
friend?
Wait. Let me say something here, right? End of the day, yeah, I get what you guys are saying, but you guys are not describing your friends. You're describing chicks that you're fucking.
No. I want my
You
friend
want
to
to
be
see that.
understand.
You want to fuck.
No,
So,
no.
You dangle friendship.
No.
It's like,
We are
yeah,
actually-
So let me
I'll
ask
send
you a
pizza
question.
to you.
How would you feel, right? How would you feel if there's a chick that you know who's your friend, right?
Yes.
Who wants all of the intimacy,
Okay.
but not the sex? How would you feel about that?
Damn, all of the.
So she wants to put her head on your lap.
can
She
we-
wants to chill.
I think-
Let's flip. No, let's flip it. Let's
Neville,
flip it.
the way to answer this question is first, can you comprehend that?
Like,
No,
just.
so you're
like
you're
she's
hanging out.
holding my hand,
Yeah.
sending me
She's-
nudes.
She doesn't send you nudes.
okay.
But like you say, no. What I'm saying is, she comes over.
Yeah.
All right. She comes over. She's in your house. You guys are chilling. She's
In the
leaning up
Dera.
against you. Her like she throws
Things
her
are
head in
out.
her things are not out.
Put them back in.
Her things are not out. But
She's your friend.
there's ways to
With the
show
back.
intimacy.
Yes, I understand
Like she
what
may
you
be
mean.
leaning up against you. She may be like your head. You know, women like that whole
yeah.
tactile
Like a
thing,
cuddle
right?
buddy or something.
Like a cuddle buddy like that.
Yeah.
But she wants nothing else but that. How would you feel about that?
I'm
It's a
okay
lie.
with that.
It's a lie.
It's a lie. No,
There's
that's a
nothing
lie.
like that. There's
That's a
nothing like
lie.
that. If
I'm
she
okay
can do
with
that,
that.
she wants the dick. If she can do that, bro, she
I'm
wants
okay
it so
with that.
bad.
Yo,
If she can do
I
that, bro.
disagree.
Listen.
No, bro. Okay. More often than not, I'm not discounting because there's babes who they can be comfortable doing that and not go the whole 9 yards. I get, but 9 times out of 10, a babe who's comfortable with you like that has thought about it. Like, bro, any moment this thing can change into something else. She has broken all boundaries and barriers between you.
Listen.
I think I disagree.
No. I think
think I
I
one,
feel like 9
I
times
like
out
it.
of
One day I
10,
wanna hear your
something
reason.
is likely to go down.
one thing we need to understand. G's perspective, obviously, as an older man, will always be deferring, right? There's a lot of women who will want to be G's friend and maybe want to fuck him. Some will not want to. You understand?
Yeah.
But for me,
You lie there all the fuck. The fuck? You get eligible, motherfucker. Yo, I'm like, I do my number card, like.
yeah, which is not
You
being
don't-
taken.
Go on. You're saying.
So what I'm trying to say is this. But let's be honest, bro. Come on, we can't hit everything. But also,
that's what I'm saying to you.
Yeah. But also, there's just chicks who you actually just want to be your buddies. Like, come on, you see some dumb shit, a joke, or a joke that you wouldn't really share with a chick that you like, but you will share that with her. Probably throw an insult in there, and she'll insult you back. You know, that
Yes,
kind of
that
shit.
kind of
Yeah,
action,
there's
yes.
all of that. You get what I mean?
Yes.
But bruh, for me, 100%. If you're going to be my female buddy, let's do none of this tactile shit. If you come to my house, chill in that
Yes,
fucking corner,
over there.
be in this corner. Simple. No, South African in me, bro. There's no for fucking trying things.
So let me ask
You
you.
understand?
So to go back,
you sleep in that room, I sleep in this room.
Your friends, you
So-
can sleep on bed.
No,
go
bad
back.
what? Nigga, fuck that.
In this cold
Sleeping-
Nairobi.
What do you
cold
think?
Nairobi.
In this
I came
cold
to your
Nairobi,
house and
what?
said,
We're
Calvin's
not
friend, I'm
struggling.
sorry.
There's a reason there's two bedrooms. Sleep there.
To go back to the tweet, men platonically genuinely love men. They can die for a dear friend, have lots of fun together. I think men just tolerate women for the sake of biological attraction and need to release, but generally would not have nothing to do with them. So basically what you're saying is that you can't have a platonic friendship with a chick.
Can I chime in? To answer the question, finally, I think I love having some female friends around because women have a certain energy that men don't have. Like
Right.
they're naturals, they're healers by
No
nature.
testosterone.
Go on, let him
Go on,
finish.
yeah.
Yeah. So I'd want someone who has that genuine energy around me. And I have such female friends, right?
Yeah.
Like there's no pressure. Yeah, we are all attractive. I get it. Right?
Yeah.
We're all attractive. If anyone out there
We
looks
smash
at us,
it,
they're
smash.
gonna say, these guys are definitely
Well,
smashing.
right.
That's
Yeah.
Well, that leads us nicely into another tweet,
Yeah.
which I have here,
take it
which
away.
we have here.
Let's go.
And this tweet says, and it's from a dude called Carlos who says, have sex first and then see if you want to date. Because clearly the other way ain't working.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. Like, let's get to the awkward part where, you've not seen my belly, I've not seen your. Let's skip that. Let's get to sex and then protected sex and, consensual sex. And then we get to
Allegedly.
know, allegedly. And then we
You have
can
been
get
smacking
to.
this shit raw.
I know. So kindly, I agree with that. Let's get the awkward. Let's get the sex. Because if let's put this practically. When we meet someone for the first time, we're not okay. We don't know. We are pretending we're not thinking of sex.
Okay.
We're pretending, right?
That's fair.
We're pretending we're not
Yes.
thinking of when you meet someone for the first time. But maybe you all share a common goal. Maybe you all want to, maybe you're sexually attracted to each other, that you all can get that out of the way. And then we can go on a dinner date and know if we both like cats and dogs, But knowing if we like cats and dogs and then I don't like dogs, it hinders the process, So we don't really...
I need to bring that back.
we don't really connect. So I don't know what you gents think. Sex first, then get to know each other, or get to know each other and then sex.
Get to
You
know
know,
each other first.
it's crazy how in the African traditional heritage,
Oh,
Here we go.
Jesus me.
in the Indian community,
Wow. In the African, then
the elders in all of these
So
various
you
communities.
left every tribe in Africa.
You went all the way to India?
No,
the
listen,
Indian community,
direct
the Kenyan community.
listen to my thesis.
Indian community.
Okay. The African traditional heritage, sorry for that interference, I have to go back to it, right? And the Indians, with, everything that they do, they had this thing where they'd say, G, you're going to marry so-and-so.
Arranged
You understand?
marriage.
Arranged marriage.
Arranged.
Yeah.
I've just said that.
And it worked so well. They hadn't
Why the
had
Muslims?
sex.
A lot of Muslims do that as well.
Yeah, your buddy. Your friend did that. Gino's
friend under the bus.
what's up? Gino's what's up?
G's friends, please hit the like,
Yeah,
hit the share.
This is why.
No, it's because we had this conversation
You're
a while
wondering
back.
why guys are not texting. You guys
This
don't want to
like,
hang
I
out
put these
with you.
niggas on Spotify is doing their thing.
Yeah.
And then they
Millions of streams.
So what I'm trying to say is this: it necessarily doesn't always have to be
No,
like
but
that.
all right. Since you've thrown my friend out there,
Yeah.
who's a Muslim who got into an arranged marriage,
Yeah.
I had this conversation with him, and he said that you know what, you grow to love the other person.
Yeah. And
So,
you see,
and like him
bro,
and his
sex
wife
is like driving.
are in love. 2 beautiful kids, and you can do your picture profile now and connect the dots by Facebook.
Yeah.
But like I'm saying, 2 beautiful kids, great. Like you know, they're good.
yeah.
Maybe that's the right way.
That's what I'm saying. And most of the time, you actually don't hear from arranged marriages where people are like, yeah, fuck it. We want to get a divorce. We want to split up. Most of the time, it's, bro, listen.
Suffering
we're
in
out here.
silence. Maybe
You
they're
get it?
suffering in
in silence. You just heard from the man. That was one, a practical example on set. Working, married, in love and all of that.
Damn.
So, boys and girls, what we're simply trying to say is this. You don't really have to test out every car.
Aye.
Okay,
Just drive.
This is the mantra. This is the
Come on, I
mantra
know
you
you're
live
a guy
by.
for
I mean,
driving.
you're not.
Watcha. Hey,
My
before
name's
you
not
buy a
Jeremy
pickup,
Clarkson.
Every
Top gear.
You're sampling all of
This ain't
them.
the grand tour. You get what I
Hold
mean?
on, but you just brought something up though. What if arranged marriages were the answer to all of society's problems?
Yeah.
Aye.
Do you know why I don't agree with that completely? Because if I put you in a space with specific women, something will definitely happen, and they don't expose you to any other women. Something will definitely happen in there. It's happened to us, bro.
Okay.
You've been in a class with babes. After 1 year, you start realizing there's a babe in there who's so pretty, who's so paying, and you're like, damn.
Okay.
So it's likely to happen. It's human of us. So however much you want to say, yeah, we can go back to arranged marriages, nini, it works better
Yeah,
than marriages
yeah, but
nowadays.
think about it.
It's gonna work.
But that's
more often than not.
But
it's
isn't
gonna
that
work.
because of your perspective and the freedom, quote unquote, that you've enjoyed? If we were a society where everybody was getting into arranged marriages,
True say.
surely we wouldn't have the maybe it's a case of where freedom has become a bad thing. Because if think about it, right? think about it. No, I'm going
That's what
somewhere with
every
this.
Yeah,
dictator
it's
says.
like
Think about it. Go to India. Let's see, as your example, right? And in India, they have arranged marriages. India has one of the most populous nations on earth, right?
fucking.
They fucking. So someone like someone.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody got someone.
You get. You see what I'm trying to
In
say?
the same freedom
No,
context.
That shit
man.
wasn't working.
Freedom is
In the same kind of freedom
democracy.
context, I'll use 2 people so that we're, gender balance. Ever met a father who, for years, has been at this what do you call it? Monastery?
Monastery.
Yeah, monastery, right? And all of a sudden he discovers, fuck, I can have sex. Them lot don't go back. Same thing as nuns.
Right.
Allegedly.
Yeah, nah,
Don't
fuck.
do that
Yo,
to a
some
nun.
lads. No.
Them call them none. Call them not get none.
Yeah, not all nuns are not getting none. There's some nuns who are getting plenty of none. I mean, yeah, you get. So what I'm trying.
I don't know if I could dedicate myself to God like that.
Whoa.
Wait, before we digress
But
and
you know,
use God
question.
in ungodly things.
Question. Can you be a nun and actually use a dildo?
Andy, you were saying?
Andy, please carry this away.
Andy,
Clean
you know
this
whenever
up.
religion gets onto the podcast, it ends wrong. Andy, please
It goes to
come
the
and
left and
sanitize.
right.
Saving before we digress.
No. I think the Lord would actually see a point.
Oh my!
You did
Calvin
not
just-
put another
continue.
person.
Don't continue.
No, listen, for all argument's sake, the
want none of
dildo's
it.
not fucking human.
Fam, I'm wearing white. You're going to see the blood
I don't
stains.
want no lightning close to me, you.
No, bro, like if we're going to have a scientific explanation to it, imagine you've gotten to heaven and the Lord is like, but you used a dildo. I imagine he's got a big voice like that. And you bring out
No, his voice
Einstein
like
and all
Morgan
of them
Freeman.
to explain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Freeman.
Yeah, Morgan
Or Samuel
Anyway,
L. Jackson.
Let me.
Yeah.
Bring it
Andy,
back,
thank
bring it
you.
back,
bring it back.
Thank you.
Anyway,
Yeah, I
Take
hope
the
you like
that's
the
been a
ball
theory.
up,
And
and
coach.
subscribe. Yeah, that was a commercial break.
Yeah.
A great one.
To take it back. There's a mantra I live by. I like you until I know you.
Okay.
That's why I don't
Explain
rush
more.
into sex, right?
Right.
Because I know we've all been in a situation where you've had sex with someone and you're like, damn, I shouldn't have.
You regret
Had
the
I,
nut.
yeah. Had I known this and this about this
Post-nut
person,
clarity.
mad,
Yeah.
mad, crystal clear day and night. So I save myself that trouble of having to go through that, motion of damn, I shouldn't have given it up. I shouldn't have, gotten myself involved with so and so, both men and women. So I feel like, as much as it's, most people want to have sex before they get into relationships because it's a big deal. It's a big factor.
Man.
But for me, I think we can wait. There's a lot of value in waiting and not smashing everyone. Or
I
everything that
don't
moves,
hold
right?
sex in high regard.
I do. Now I do.
I
So
get that.
I hold it more.
It's that's why I'm like, we can smash as friends and be cool. Not saying that I'm smashing all my friends. All I'm just saying is that I don't hold sex in that high regard where everybody, like the fruit in the middle of the garden.
But is
I
that
feel like a retiree right now.
Is that no, that's a good point. Is that where you think most people are nowadays, where sex is just like
Bro, we've
whatever?
made sex be like a drive-by. Yo, can I get the 2 wings and all of that? It really is.
Or like,
and that's why guys ghost.
Yeah, you exactly.
Because there's nothing.
That I feel
even
bad
talk
that you
about
actually
ghosts.
said that.
How long?
I mean, like, bro, we've been out here on the road. I don't know about you guys, but what I'm trying to say is this. Man, if we actually are going to trivialize that shit like that, imagine having that sex and then you get a child and then you're trying to explain this to your child that, I didn't even rate your mom's poom.
Wow.
Well, you wouldn't say poom, but I wouldn't rate your mom. Yeah.
You get like yo, I don't rate sex, bro. Sex was created for procreation. Let's never fucking forget that. This
Let
is
me
my
ask you-
theology ourselves.
I'm seeing
Remind you,
the
let's-
Sunday school.
Yeah.
Let's move it on,
Yeah.
because I think this is a topic that we can probably go around and about on for a long
Yeah,
time.
but you can leave your views in the
and
comment
leave it. And
section.
obviously, we want to hear what you're saying in the chat, because guys are
Premier
watching-
gang.
What do you like, by
Premier
the way?
gang.
Are you for
Premier gang?
smashing first or getting to know?
I just
Don't
go
you
with the
guys
flow,
like
bro.
chase,
The
bro?
flow. Huh?
Could be whatever gives.
Yeah, whatever
Don't you-
happens.
Okay.
I mean,
So-
don't you guys want to go?
It's because the chase now has
out.
been made more difficult, bro. There are guys who are renting out
the
stadiums
game
to
is
go.
different,
That's
bro.
why I'm saying
The
the,
game is
chase.
different.
It's like I was listening I was watching Naomi Osaka's documentary the other day.
I did.
And
I watched it.
What I got mainly from that was long time with Jordan and Larry Bird and all the other athletes, Pele, McDonald. It was somehow, in quotes, easy for them to get by because there was no social media. Now Naomi Osaka has to deal with not only the people around her, but millions of people online. So there's more mental anguish and stuff. So for me, I'm just like,
It's whatever.
yeah,
No,
it's
but-
whatever.
but no,
It is what it is.
I get it. Anyway, guys, we spent too much time on this
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Another story that I saw in our group today, I don't know if you guys have saw it. And this story I actually thought was like a April Fool's Day story, but it's actually a real story.
Okay,
and I
let's
think
hear it.
Calvin actually put it in the group. Kenya Airways to sign deal to launch flying taxis in Nairobi. Tell me that doesn't sound like an April. I even checked the date.
It doesn't even sound real.
It doesn't even sound
Like
real.
taxes.
Wow.
So apparently, Nairobians are on the verge of experiencing flying taxis after the national carrier and Brazilian aircraft manufacturer Embraer signed an agreement that would spearhead the innovation in the market. So basically, the taxis are expected to cut the travel time from Jomo Kenyatta International Hospital, JKIA, to the city center to 6 minutes. So basically,
My nigga.
this what it is, it's drones. So you're gonna go, but for the first phase, it says the drones are gonna have pilots and they can carry a load of 250 kilograms at 400 kilometers per hour. So basically, this you'll come out, you'll jump into your drone, and it will drop you at your hotel.
Get off the plane. Listen,
At the parking lot.
It'll drop you wherever you need to be dropped.
get off the plane. Go into immigration. Get back in a drone. Bro, will you really get into a fucking thing that is going? Yo, you said the first phase, right?
Bro.
First phase is gonna have pilots.
said.
Bro.
Then after,
Was that the
in
speed?
Kenya,
Listen.
didn't we just make the express highway for that shit?
Bro.
To kill the traffic. Like,
We're
what the
still
fuck,
making
bro?
it.
2025. But guys, I don't want you guys to laugh at this idea because it's logical.
Please, bro.
Let me tell you why it's logical.
Let's go.
Think about this, right? And I mean, like Calvin pointed out earlier, I'm the older one on the podcast. Remember, there's a time when we were kids and we were watching cartoons
Yes.
and Star Trek and
Or
these things.
Jetsons and shit.
Jetsons and them
Putting
guys,
cards
right?
in their briefcases.
No, honestly, bro, I can tell you that when I used to watch Star Trek and what's the guy's name? There was the guy who's got the funny ears. What's his name?
Go on.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
No.
Spock.
Yeah, me neither.
Spock. And then you had another one guy was Scotty. And the captain was, what's the captain's name again? Anyway, captain. Yeah, right? And they'd say like, beam me up, Scotty, or whatever, right? These guys were talking to each other on FaceTime in those things, right?
So your point is
The point I'm trying to make is when we were kids, we could not imagine
that.
there'd be a day when you'd be looking and talking to somebody and seeing their face on the phone. It was beyond our computation.
Yeah, true.
Because first of all, there was never ever going to be a mobile phone because it was landlines.
Yeah.
So the idea that these guys had these things and they were like, oh, Captain, I can see the blah, blah, blah behind you. We thought it couldn't happen. Wait. The point I'm trying to make is this. In those same times, they had, like you mentioned, the Jetsons, and even if you watch some of the early Star Wars, these
Yeah.
guys had these personal, droney flying vehicles.
Yes.
Fam, I'm guaranteeing you by 2050,
Okay.
20, even 30, we'll be driving out, we'll be flying.
G.
30.
2030 is
maybe
too
G.
soon.
Very
You-
fair.
G, I love that you dedicated that amount of time to talk about that. But bruh, this is Kenya. Embraer, the headquarters is Brazil.
Right.
Why the fuck is there no article of them trying it out in Rio before they bring it here?
Where this
Let
kid
me
goes.
put it to you like this, G. No, we'd have heard about it.
Just
We'd
a
have
minute.
heard about it. G, if Kenya said they're going to do a shuttle, fuck, I even
Yeah.
shut on the mic.
Yeah.
Kenya's going to do a shuttle 2025. I am not pulling up to see that shit. Why? Let them do it elsewhere. Bro,
You're
Kenya,
giving the
no.
politicians some things to campaign with.
Listen, and I want
Flying
and
taxi.
Oh, hell
wait,
no.
I want guys to understand, right? And whether you like this or not, or believe this or not, we may struggle in the 254.
Yeah.
But there are countries out there who look at Kenya as one of the leaders of Africa.
True.
True.
100%.
Yeah,
No
true.
lie.
So the thing about it is, at the end of the day, if everybody is building to exploit the African market again, the recolonization of Africa, so to speak, but this time it's economic, right? Why wouldn't they look to Kenya? Fam, bro, first of all, Lagos. Let me tell you.
Why not?
What?
Why
Have you
not?
seen Lagos Airport? Bro, Malindi Airport is beautiful compared to Lagos. Lagos Airport is like the country bus stand in town.
Machakos
Bro,
country
it's
bus
the
station.
worst airport
Let me ask you this.
I've seen in my
Let me
life.
tell you, what we need to do is we need to be fucking honest, right? Bro, this shit doesn't make sense.
What do you
Bro,
mean?
KQ does not even have money. Where the fuck are we getting money to maintain bloody drones?
Bro,
How
bro,
sustainable
I
is
say-
it?
Don't even have like, that many electric
I say
cars
this to
yet.
you again. I say this to you again, right?
Yes.
You mentioned drones, yeah? 10 years ago, the idea of us sitting here and controlling a drone and flying up into the air and taking pictures and recording was fucking... Bro, when we were in the early days of the music industry, not that early because I'm not that old, but like in the 90s, when you see Keisha Cole, remember the video for Heaven Sent?
Yeah.
And you see the panning of the beach and the helicopter shot.
The waterfall.
The waterfalls. That was a real helicopter, motherfucker. It was called a helicopter shot. And the big videos, the big budget videos had helicopter shots. Like, you're flying over the whatever. Helicopters.
Not drones.
I think-
Now it's just a drone. So what I'm trying to say to you is technology is advancing. If you can't see that in years to come, you're going to come out of JKIA, by then immigration will just be a microchip. you're in, right? And you're gonna walk into your drone and fly to Zimmerman. Like,
And park where?
Kevin, you move.
Okay, you moved to Zimmerman.
You know my
You are
thing.
going down.
My thing is
Watu
this.
wazima finyeni
Watu
live
wazima
bwana.
44, 45, man.
My thing is
Take a
this.
super highway. Let's do this.
I believe in what do you call them? Autonomous flying and all of that, but just not in this Jubilee government.
bro, Allah, listen.
Relax, Calvin.
Listen,
This can be in your manifesto.
It's
by the way.
all right.
I want guys who are in the chat room right now and guys who are listening to this podcast,
Yeah.
jump onto any of the comment places, whether it's on Spotify, which we are the number one podcast on Spotify, but if it's on Castbox or wherever, you can leave a comment. Bro, I genuinely believe in the next 15 years, bruv, we will have our little pods flying around.
I can't wait for you to be the next generation of drone influencers.
Wow. Listen, man, this has been the Mics Are Open,
Damn, drone
episode 121.
I'm there for
Are you
that.
fly enough?
Send me up.
My
Me,
name-
Banda,
Fly enough.
My name is G Money.
and the young.
Neville.
And Calvin, no drones. Yo, I saw that story and I was just like,
Bro, it looks like a fake story,
Damn.
but it's real, bro.
Those drones will be stolen.
But for me, when I read it, I was just like.